The god is...
I believe so.
Hold it.
Use while we
May I let you? He told.
tech was as a
Please.
A call.
Hurry, Professor. If the enemy...
Welcome. Come back soon.
We were right.
Those... I'm on it.
Our enemy, it would be... Look close. We must pay it.
Stay focused.
I will prevail.
Oh no.
As you wish. Battle. Put me in there. I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
That's my cue. I will get the victory.
Death Knight. I do.
That night is a...
Thank you.
Am I done yet? I guess her...
Your defeat was inevitable.
No matter what. As you wish. Hardly worth my time. The strength. You fought well. We must all do our...
I think I got... That really helped.
The reinforcements... If they approach from behind...
Witness frigid pride. I am greater now.
You were wide open. Not... We won't hold back.
You see that? Now I...
heart is full of victory. An ambitious plan.
Make them tremble. People like...
Can I go now? What?
Well, how was that? That...
How humiliating.
I shouldn't strain myself.
Be mindful.
I thought I was dead.
Let's go. Time to take action.
That's my cue. I've got many skills, you know. Is that all?
For Lady Edelgard. Stay focused. This is our chance.
Your defeat was inevitable. It's time. This was beneath me. And I didn't even enjoy it. I could have...
not an option. Am I done yet?
Only a fool challenges me.
Forgive me if...
Stay focused.
Battle.
As expected.
I will get the victory. Oh no.
I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
Put me in there.
As you wish.
That's my cue. I will prevail.
You should be honored. Oh.
Well done.
Victory received.
Only a fool challenges me.
That really helped.
victory. If o-
Well, how was that?
You're too late.
Such...
Got him! What did...
It's no use. A seal is broken. You can't... What?
That sword is... I see. What a pleasant surprise.
He got away. That sword. Why is it...
That's the sword that was in the casket. Seems to be shimmering, almost as though...
Is the intruder here? Oh, looks like you have this under control. You, round up any strack.
Will do.
My thank you,
As all of you have committed a breach of faith, the Archbishop will now pass judgment.
Inciting a kingdom noble to rebel. Unlawful entry.
the attempted assassination of the Archbishop. It is unnecessary to go on.
What? We have nothing to do with the Western Church.
You have already been identified.
Dishonoring a holy ceremony is worthy of death for a member of the Church. You are well past the hope of redemption. If you have any grace remaining, you will—
No! This isn't what we were told would happen! We've been deceived!
It's no use arguing. Whatever your excuse, the punishment stands.
May your souls find peace as they return to the goddess.
Wait! Please! The goddess would never forgive you for our execution!
Monster! We know you've already slaughtered many of our fellow brethren like this.
This concludes the investigation. Please remove these poor lost souls from my sight.
That's that, I suppose. The assassination attempt, the attack on that masked knight who led the attack, somehow managed to disappear without a
The Church of Seros clearly isn't as unified as it would hope to. It seems the bishop of the Western Church was always opposed to the Church being ruled centrally from Garreg Mach. Perhaps they hope to remove the Archbishop in order to completely strip the Central Church of its authority.
Oh, that's right. Geralt mentioned that you were raised without any exposure to the Church. In order to function more efficiently, the Church of Seros is split into several smaller entities. The Central Church is the largest, and leads the organization from Garreg Mach.
The Western Church extends from Castle Gaspar, where Lord Lenato rebelled, into the far west. They can be found just beyond the most renowned stronghold of the kingdom.
It seems the Knights have been tasked with subduing the leaders of the Western Church. We may be given the opportunity to help them.
To think, our own professor was born in Fodlan, and yet knew nothing of the Church. I never imagined explaining something so big.
How strange that the Archbishop would ask someone like that to lead her students. There's clearly more to that decision than we know.
Lady Rhea is pretty scary sometimes. But to execute that—
If one of us does something bad, I wonder what she would do to us! Professor, do you agree with the Archbishop's action?
There you are, Professor. It seems Lady Rhea—
The Archbishop lives. Not that I had ever placed much faith in those swine from the Western Church.
I have news, both good and bad. The remains of Seros were not in a tomb. However, something else was.
Ah, the weapon wielded by that thief, the King of Liberation.
Thief? Huh. At any rate, it is now in the hands of the Academy's new— I doubt you will be surprised to hear that the crest stone had already been removed from the sword when it was found.
As expected. It would be foolish to keep both in the same location.
There's more. The Professor was able to awaken the sword's true power. Even without the crest stone, the sword glowed red. The Professor's crest is compatible. There is no mistaking it.
Absurd. Using a relic without its crest stone should be impossible. The King of Liberation's bloodline should not even—
They must be allowed to keep it, for now. I do not have enough information about the Professor to act. As for your request, I assent. The Death Knight is at your command.
Good. I believe I will enjoy this a great deal.
I cannot thank you enough for defeating those invaders in the Holy Mausoleum. That sword is one of the hero's relics, and the most it is also a weapon of terrifying power. For now, I will—
Lady Rhea, wait! Do you truly mean to give the sword of the Creator to this— Surely it is not the sort of thing one hands over so readily. even to someone who has the ability to wield it. If someone like Nemesis were to appear again... Nemesis, the King of Liberation. He is an ancient king of mankind who was defeated by Seiros over 1,000 years ago. When Fodlan was attacked by wicked gods, it is said that the goddess gifted Nemesis with the Sword of the Creator. Nemesis used that sword to defeat the wicked gods, saving all of Fodlan. Henceforth, he was dubbed the King of Liberation. However, his power began to corrupt him until he himself turned to the darkness. Saint Seiros was forced to Lady Rhea, I beg you to reconsider. Given a little more time, we could more accurately assess this stranger's abilities.
No. I have faith, Seteth. Faith that our friend here will not be corrupted by wickedness. Since the death of Nemesis, none have been able to wield the Sword of the Creator. Now, after all those long years of being sealed away, it has returned and found a new master.
I understand. There you have it, Professor. See that you do not betray the trust the Archbishop has seen fit to bestow upon.
The Sword of the Creator? The King of Liberation? Each tale is more confusing than the last, and I really can't read that Rhea at all. That sword is clearly... I feel as though we have become entangled in a mystery. And there is one more thing that has been plaguing me. The Sword of the Creator. It somehow feels distinct from other relics we have seen. Such as the one that... Oh goodness, what was her name? Yes, her! The Sword of the Creator is different from her Thunderbrand in one key way. It bears a hole, where something should have been, but is no more. I despise not knowing what is going on. It frightens me. And yet, I place my trust in you. I must, whatever comes to pass. Please swear to cut a path that is your own.
Part 1. White Clouds. Verdant Rain Moon. Tower of Black Winds. The ceaseless rains that satiate the verdant landscape of Fodlan are accompanied by fierce winds and mighty roars of thunder. This abundance of rain, sparkling as it falls against beams of emerging sunlight, is a constant reminder to the people of Fodlan that nature is ever wild and unpredictable. For when the rain finally does take pause, the clouds part and give way to a glorious rainbow.
I have a new mission for you. I would like for you to take your students into Kingdom territory to eliminate...
They stole a hero's relic from House Gautier of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Their leader's name is Miklan. He is apparently a disowned son of House Gautier. This skirmish involves a holy relic, and is therefore more than a single noble is capable of resolving. The hero's relics are immensely powerful weapons. Unfortunately, most of the Knights of Seiros are away from the monastery, purging the apostates, so we are entrusting you with this mission. After all, you wield the Sword of the Creator, which is more than capable of opposing any relic.
The Sword of the Creator is a powerful weapon well beyond the other relics. However, To ensure that no harm comes to the students, we will...
I must remind you that you are expected to conduct yourself in a manner befitting the wielder of that. Also, you should know that Professor Hanneman has been looking for you.
Professor, I heard about our mission for this month. A thief with a hero's relic is worrisome. But with you at our side, I'm certain we can handle him. After all, you have the sword of the Creator. It was allegedly wielded by Nemesis, the king. If the legends are true, you hold the power to stand against entire armies. Even the most elite Imperial forces or the Knights of Saros could not hope to defeat you. Is that so? Even if, can you say with full confidence that you would not turn your sword? You know, your power does not lie solely in the sword of the Creator. You are stronger and more terrifying than you realize. Professor, when we leave the monastery, will you still think of yourself as my teacher? Never mind. For now, let's just focus.
Good of you to come, Professor. I've heard much about you lately, specifically that you are able to awaken the sword of the Creator's power. Thusly, it seems the true nature... I had, of course, seen your crest before. Eventually, it dawned on me that what is visible is perhaps merely a small part. In other words, your crest is too significant to be detected when using normal instruments. After this discovery, I began researching crests that... However, I could not be certain. The crest my conclusions led me to was a crest thought to have disappeared from this world in the millennium since the fall of Nemesis the King. The crest of flames. Your ability to wield the sword of the Creator has unequivocally proven my hypothesis. A legendary power, dormant since there can be no doubt that this...
A ghost, perhaps? No, that is surely not the case. What is that look upon your face? I am no ghost, if that is what was on your mind.
No. Professor! Oh? So you heard me then. Yes, it was a nightmare. I've had them stupid, pointless dreams I can't control. No, they're just worthless dreams of the past. Talking about it won't change a thing. I had a feeling you'd say that, but only if you swear. I appreciate it. I dream of my older brother, paralyzed, helpless. My older sister crying for help that never came. The youngest babbling words beyond meaning. I see my family dying slowly, waiting in the darkest depths for a glimmer. I once had 10 siblings, 8 older and 2 younger. Such a large family, and yet I became the heir to the throne. Every last one of them was crippled by disease or lost their mind. I was the only one left who could inherit the throne. Things kept getting worse. The darkness kept getting darker. In the end, I was the only one who survived. The nightmares are a reminder to never forget, to never allow such terrible things to happen again. Even now, I'm the only one who can carry the weight of the Adrestian Empire, the future of the Empire. I shared more than I intended to. I suppose there's some... I've never told anyone about my past before. Please...
Thank you for your Thank you. It's good. Huh? Oh. Huh? Yeah. Yeah. Am I that terrible of a woman? Yeah. Huh? What do you think? Come on. Oh, what fun. Come on. No way. That's right. Professor! Thanks for the
A new path to travel. I passed.
true...
I passed.
A stone? A stone. I do not understand. Yet, as I think of it, the pounding in my chest grows faster still. But is that me? Or is it you?
Why is that fish so... Perhaps it is resort... Ah, Professor. I would like to have more opportunities to connect with you. Might you help me with a favor?
Would you help me out?
I could use your help.
Greetings, Professor! Oh, come to think of it, last month there was something to I never realized that bandits had entered. I'm not a great guard after all.
Knew I could count on you. Hey there. Is this it? There you go. Is this it? There you go. Come back anytime.
Professor, please leave Sylvain alone for... The thing is, the bandit's leader who stole the relic is Sylvain's disinherited older brother.
Maybe.
Hail, Professor. If I may introduce myself, I am Gilbert. I may have slowed a step in recent years, but I pledge to you the full extent of my... No, Professor.
I have heard that someone from House Gautier, one of the Kingdom of Fargus, is... What a complete
What? Hello? For a hero's relic to be stolen.
And just last month, this...
Also quite unheard.
For House Gautier to invite us onto their... But at least we'll have the stalwart knights ready to stand around.
For a hero's...
And
also...
But at least...
Some people are unhappy because they... And some are unhappy because they have a crest thing. Oh, Professor... Excuse me.
The coffin of Saros in the Holy Mausoleum. Instead, it held the sword of...
I'm not secretly eating cake. You're getting pretty good at talking through the...
I am trusting you. You must be rather bewildered. However, know that I believe in you. You will most certainly fulfill the May I ask a favor of you?
So. Ah, Professor. Gerald, it seems he has gone off some. If he is not in his room, then... I have something to ask of you. I have something to ask of you.
Really? Professor. Oh, Professor. Are you looking for Captain Gerald? I just saw him in the night. He was talking with a female knight, but
Oh my. No, that is quite enough. I should compose myself. I must remain objective in my research. The scandal with the Western Church.
Don't you think Professor Hanneman's been maybe he's made some...
So, you have a crest too, eh, Professor? Does that... I sure do wish there were a teacher, a mercenary, and so very
Swinging a sword about in the Holy Mausoleum. I sincerely hope the saints' coffins were not damaged. Were you using magic? I've heard you weren't, but... Ugh, it's torture not being able to go in... Were you using... Were you using... I'll gladly take this.
that so?
Professor, if you're heading to the kingdom, I would recommend taking a coat. It also rains a fair bit. Don't get caught out there without protection, or you're sure.
Hey, Professor. Don't you think everyone's making too big a fuss over these crests or heroes relics? How important can that stuff really be? Personally, I don't even care that I'll take muscles over crests any day.
Aristocrats are fools, allowing their lives to be dictated by their... Though... I thought school life would be peaceful and quiet with a sprinkle of drama. But since you arrived, it's been one thing after another. Is that just a coincidence, I wonder? Oh, I was just kidding. Anyway.
That reminds me. The Leicester Alliance is governed through roundtable conferences between the five most... First and foremost is Duke Regan, the Alliance's leader. Joining him are the heads of... Lastly, there is the newest addition, Margrave... Before House Edmund, it was House Daphne that was counted amongst the five. It is said that the head of that family relinquished their vote to House Edmund.
Hey!
Thank you.
I appreciate your effort.
What the...
Quite so. The head of the Western Church holds the that's not as distinguished as an archbishop, such as Lady Rhea. If someone in that position plotted there are bishops in the Eastern churches. They are under the influence of both the archbishop and the...
Oh, that man I walked past earlier. House Fraldarius is a powerful noble Lord Rodrigue, its current leader, is a magnificent warrior. A dozen or so years ago, during the Northern Campaign in Strang, he performed splendidly as the king's right hand. Come to think of it, wasn't there someone from House Fraldarius amongst...
Oh, Gerald? He said something about... There's a graveyard attached to the monastery. I can't remember where the graveyard is.
I am Rodrigue Achille Fraldarius. I bear the great honor of serving. I have come in Margrave Gautier's stead to retrieve their stolen... As I hear it, a group of students is to attend to this matter.
Professor, I can't believe my own brother is the leader of the bandits. House Gautier is my true home. Please, Professor. He really is one of the worst people I've ever known. But we still...
Professor.
Oh.
Well...
Go back. It can be a little hard to find. Would you like me to show you where it is? Very well.
I heard a relic was stolen. If this had something to do with a family conflict, I don't think I could choose a side. I think I'd be a pretty good judge. I know relics aren't easy to come by.
Hey, I wanted to ask you to join me, but I couldn't find you. I was thinking we should visit your mother. She's resting beneath this humble grave. Hmm? Oh, of course you would ask that. I suppose I haven't talked much about her. She was gentle and smart. Oh, so smart. A wonderful cook. Always kind. And she loved flowers. Whenever I brought her back, I cherish those memories. I can't count how many times she made me happy, and she smiled the most when she was pregnant with you. She died right after you were born. She wasn't able to spend much time with you, but she loved you with all her heart. That's the truest thing I know. Never forget it. This ring is the only keepsake I have of her. In time, it will be yours. One day, I hope you'll give this ring to someone you love as well as I love her.
Well done. You have my thanks.
Hey.
Right, right.
Well, hello, Professor. You've brought the materials from your lecture I slept through. It's not that I want. Drowsiness is my arch nemesis. That sounds more than a little exhausting. I must compliment you, though. By this point, but I'm enjoying this. I wonder why. You're definitely a strange one. In truth, your very nature is up. You're definitely not a commoner. But you don't seem like... And yet you can wield one of the hero's relics. Or you could be a villain who came here to enact some... Hey, Professor. Will you ever allow me to... It won't hurt a bit, I swear. I'm sure I... Of course, I'm not as experienced with such research. Someday, I think I might like to become a professor. Oh, don't trouble. I've got a lot of other research I'm working on at the moment. I might be ready to investigate your... On that note...
You acquitted yourself honorably, lad. To think they'd go into the Holy Mausoleum. I cannot imagine the Western Church was As for the masked knight who is... I hope we find him...
This has been my first time to the Kingdom's North. I hear, Professor, I hear you have had worked as a mercenary in the Kingdom. Did you find joy? You cannot remember?
Captain Gerald was all furrowed brow earlier. If there's a problem, I want to help any way I can. I did, but he just dodged the... Professor!
You. How are you managing the Sword of the Creator? No problems? I hope you have not left it lying somewhere unattended or anything foolish. Not used to it. Take it outside the monastery, then.